Good evening, everybody, and a very, very warm welcome to Meaningful Monday. People are still coming on, so I just might be clicking around. Just thank you so much to everybody who's been here before. Some people have been here time and time and time again, just absolute regulars. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I hope tonight, even if it's something familiar, I hope you get something out of it. If you're new to Meaningful Monday, I just want to say very warm welcome. Please come back every Monday. If you do miss it, they're all recorded there at the bottom. That's the YouTube channel, Silver Method Australia. There's a lot of content that will help anyone in any situation. So tonight, I'm talking about something many of you may know. You may have even read the book. I'm going to just unshare the screen, so I'm going to talk to you and not share slides. So this comes from this book over here by Patricia Crane. Patricia Crane is the lady who actually took Louise Hay's work. Louise Hay did workshops on Heal Your Life over and over again for years, helping thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And then Patricia Crane was the one who said to her, you know, one day you're not going to be here anymore, and people really need to get the benefits of the workshop. So why don't we design a course and certify people to become teachers of Heal Your Life? And that lady's name is Patricia Crane. So Heal Your Life, myself as a teacher of Heal Your Life today, could have only ever got that certification because of Patricia Crane. So it's all Louise Hay's work. There's no doubt every word in the script is from Louise. But the lady who put it together is the same lady that wrote this book, Ordering from the Cosmic Kitchen, The Essential Guide to Powerful, Nourishing Affirmations. Now, many of you are very familiar with affirmations. I know that. Many of you are very familiar with this book. You may have even read this book. Many of you have been aware of manifesting for years and years and years, and content and courses and authors and CDs and programs. Even so, I'm going to just give a summary of Ordering from the Cosmic Kitchen tonight. I'm not going to take very long. And then I'm going to open up the floor to Q&A, and you can ask me any questions you want. At the end of the day, these are the same timeless principles of manifesting. And I've just got, sorry, I'm just going to greet somebody, if you don't mind, who's just come on. 1 second, all the way from South Africa. Oh, hi, Fabian, and welcome. Liesel, I just wanted to welcome you personally. I saw your name come up. And hi, Fabian. Thank you so much for joining. So what I was saying was, you may know this, but there's a difference between knowing and doing. So I'm just here to remind you, I've just finished training Silver Manifesting basically 3 times in a matter of 6 weeks. So the stuff is really top of mind. And I thought, out of all the manifesting principles we do, which is not what I'm doing tonight, I'm talking about Patricia Crane's book. It's so relevant because some people want to get really technical when it comes to doing courses on manifesting. I mean, Silver Manifesting, the course I just did, is amazing in that you go back into like age regression meditations and you trying to understand old limiting beliefs that hold you back. What I'm going to share with you now has got nothing to do with that. And I can promise you now, if you just did these and not worried about, oh, maybe my programming is keeping me stuck, and maybe my childhood has blocked me, and I've got such limiting beliefs about lack mindset, and it may be so. Everyone's got them, okay? Everybody. I've been working on my negative beliefs for years, and I've still got, I don't know how many I'm not even aware of that I still have to work on. But what I'm going to share with you here, anybody can do. A child can do it, and a 90-year-old can do it. It's only to do with your limiting beliefs. And these work. And I know they work not because of theory, but from experience, my own personal life. So you may want to take notes. You may want to write these down. Number 1, and many of these things you know, but I just want you to really ask yourself with absolute honesty, do I do these things or do I just know them? And I'm sorry, the cat's throwing things around. Do I know these things or do I practice these things? There's a big difference between knowing and practicing. So number 1, when we talk about principles for placing your orders from the Cosmic Kitchen, Patricia Crane is saying that anything that you want, any goal that you have, any desire that you have inside you is the same as imagine placing an order like you do in a restaurant. And in a restaurant, when you place an order, you give it to the waiter and you just forget about it. The waiter goes off and, I don't know, puts it in a system, it goes to the kitchen, and some chef is going to assemble that meal for you using the ingredients in the kitchen. The principles are exactly the same. If you ordered from a restaurant, do you get up from your chair and go to hack this waiter? What, where's my order? What's it being made of? Who's cooking it? No, you just sit there and you trust, really. You put the order in and you just forget about it. You trust, you have a chat with somebody, have a glass of wine, I don't know, whatever, but you just get your mind off it because inside you, you have faith that some
Janine, we can't hear you.
Okay, sorry guys. I don't know why it went off. Just did. I've got no idea why. I apologize for that. Okay, so as I was saying, if people think that they applying the same as ordering from a restaurant or this cosmic kitchen, except we do tend to want to get involved with how things are made and if the chef's cooking it and what the ingredients are. And that's one, it's called attachment. So we're very attached to the goal, we're very attached to the outcome that we want. And sometimes we even want something to manifest in a certain way. And in the book, she talks about that as outlining. And that's something you actually want to avoid because the more descriptive we are and specific we are about this thing manifesting this particular way, the more resistance there is in the process. And the more resistance, the thing won't manifest until that resistance is gone. So there's something called the law of allowance. It's one of the universal laws. Sorry, just excuse me for 1 sec. Okay. So when you talk about manifesting, the first thing that you want to do is you need to decide exactly what you want. And as much as this sounds obvious to many people, every time we do one of the courses regarding manifesting, whether it's silver manifesting, Think and Grow Rich, the science of getting rich, any course that I ever do, people start off generally and they say they know what they want, but when you ask them to read it out loud, it's never quite clear. So I'm just going to say, it sounds easy, but the menu of life, if you refer to this cosmic kitchen as the menu of life is infinite, absolutely infinite. So we need to take the time to be absolutely clear as to what it is that we want, and we need to write it down. And when we write down what we want, it's important that we cover every area of our life when we write our goals. So you may have a goal, maybe the goal's money. When you write the goal on money, make sure that you also just add, and I'm in perfect health. So you talk about health. I'm fulfilled. I'm doing something. I'm doing creative work. I'm having fun and love in my relationships. You need to cover all those other categories to frame it up to be clear. There's some very strange stories about people wanting something specific, but they don't clarify the rest of their life. and it manifests, but it manifests in a way that doesn't quite work in the other categories of their life. So make sure when you write it, it's absolutely specific and the terms are yours. So I'll just give you this example. I knew this lady, and she said that she decided she wants to have a goal of having $250,000 in the bank. And she imagined herself with an ATM slip that had $250,000 on it. And this is all she visualized. She was holding this ATM receipt of $250,000. Well, anyway, a couple of weeks went by, and this old friend who she used to work with asked to meet at a pub and have a drink with her. So she's sitting there having a drink with this guy, and then he says he wants to buy the next round. He's coming now. So he goes off to draw some money, and he comes back and sits next to her. And then he says, you know what? You and I have been friends for so long. He said, I honestly trust you more than anyone. He said, I've got this money in the bank. What would you do with it? And he passes her the ATM receipt, and she's holding it, and it's got $250,000 on it. So she did manifest the ATM receipt in her hands, but the money wasn't hers. So I'm mentioning this because, as funny as this sounds, in my own life, some strange things have happened where I've wanted to manifest something and I have, but it's not been quite in the right way. It's just kind of shown up either in the wrong way or in opposition to something else. So just make sure that when you write, you have a goal that you want, write it out with a pen and paper, and also include it within the context of your whole life, your career, your health, your relationships, your money, your fun, your prosperity, and so on. That's the first thing. Know what you want and be clear that you can measure it. The second thing is, when you write your goals, you write them exactly as you do affirmations. They've got to be the 3 Ps. They've got to be in the present tense, not the future tense. Otherwise, the thing is always coming. They've got to be positive. A goal cannot have any don't or not want. Like, I don't want to be sick. You can't have any of those words. You've got to just only have it in the positive sense. So what is it that you want? And of course, it's got to be personal. So we write our affirmations. They start off with, I am, I have, I'm enjoying. If I was you, I would do what Bob Proctor does. I'm so happy and grateful now that. The third thing is, your words have to convey feelings. So I actually did this course with a guy, and we wrote affirmations and goals, and then we rewrote them, and we had to change the words of feelings. It went like this. Let's just say the affirmation was, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have blah, 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 or I am enjoying blah, blah, blah. That affirmation became, it feels amazing to enjoy perfect health, or it feels amazing to have so much money in the bank that I can enjoy doing this and that, have financial freedom. Or I'm so excited to going on this holiday, blah, 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 blah. So I'm excited. It feels amazing. It's fantastic. But there's the emotions in there. And I'm telling you now, if you read an affirmation, any affirmation you like, and you added the word, it feels amazing to, or have, or to be, and you just read it 2 or 3 times, your emotions would be higher. They would be different. So the third thing about ordering from the Cosmic Kitchen is injecting these positive emotions, because the truth is, affirmations do create, but they're very mild. Emotions create. That's the creative force. Emotions. So put positive, energetic feelings into it, and you can say the affirmations in your head. Great. That's the weakest. You can close your eyes and imagine them. That's a lot stronger. You can stand and look in the mirror and read them out loud. That's very powerful, and you talk to the subconscious mind. Or you can close your eyes, read them out loud. Great, using your imagination now. And you can do a third thing. You can dance them. You can move your body. So there's a technique in rapid results coaching called Imagine Action that I do with clients. And we do it in Silver Manifesting, actually. It's one of the things that people do for homework. You stand and visualize achieving your goal, standing using your body. So you pump your fist if you've achieved this thing. And if you need to have people involved in the thing, that's you can use your hands and bring them in and have a conversation and move them out, or projects or whatever, you're using your body. So just remember that. Number 3, have positive emotional feelings, use words that are creating emotions. And if you can, do incantations, not affirmations, incantations. Incantations are you moving your body, or you dance them with joy, you're full of enthusiasm, you can act it out. It's very powerful. The 4th one is, like you would order from a restaurant's kitchen or the cosmic kitchen, you need to trust the timing of the universe. You need to trust the timing of the delivery of whatever your goal is, like if it's in a kitchen for receiving that meal. You have to let go of your own timeline. So sometimes, like what Abraham Hicks talks about, cooperative components, sometimes a goal takes a few cooperative components, like a meal takes a few ingredients, and others take a lot of cooperative components, like some meals take a whole lot of ingredients. There's a different timing. But we have to trust the universe's timing. The more attached we are to when this thing must show up, it's called outlining. When we say it's got to be here and it's got to be on this time, it's got to be in this way, what you're really doing is you're putting up a greater gap between where you are and what you want to receive, because your awareness is more on the timing, because your awareness is more on the absence of the goal manifesting in your life than it actually being there. And the more aware you are of the absence, the law of attraction says you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. So if you're aware of absence, you're going to create absence. So a part of trusting the timing for your order to arrive is letting go of the need to have it. And that actually sounds paradoxical. But that's the secret to getting something that you want, is to let go of the need to have it, because need is an energy of lack. Need is an energy of there's something missing in your life. And the universe only responds to your emotion. It doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you feel. So you may want something and you may want it very much, but if you have the feeling you don't have it, the universe is going to respond to your feeling and only give you more of, I don't have it. So we've got to practice another feeling. To practice the feeling that you do have it is to create a sense of trust within yourself. And the only way to do that is using, for example, a Silver Method technique. If you haven't done the Silver Method, it's visualizing. But you don't visualize that you're creating the goal. You have to visualize from the goal achieved and into the future from that. I'll say that again. If you want to manifest something, don't visualize manifesting it. No. Visualize it's already manifested and into the future from that point. Because if you visualize manifesting it, that's what I was talking about when I say outlining. You're putting more and more resistance in there because you're being descriptive, like you're sitting in a restaurant ordering with a waiter, but you're telling him, when the cook cooks my beef bourguignon, can you please make sure he doesn't use this ingredient, he uses that ingredient, and he doesn't cook it for that many minutes? Can you imagine? They'll tell you to leave the restaurant. They won't want to feed you. It's the same thing. So we don't do that when we want to set goals and try to achieve them. We have to let go of that timing. Then number 5 is you got to let the cosmic chef, let's call it the cosmic chef, this is how Patricia Crane talks about in the book. You got to let the cosmic chef decide how you're going to receive your order. So you are better off being general, but visualizing with specificity and detail. But the way you write your goal is general. So even in my book, I think it's on page 64 of my book. If you've got my book, just make a note of page 64. I give an example of how to write a vision statement. You can use the same for a goal statement. If you wanted to have a much happier career, and let's say you're in, I don't know, accounting or real estate or whatever the thing is, if you said, I'm so happy and grateful now, I've got this wonderful accounting job or this wonderful real estate job, that's outlining. Now you're trying to decide on how the chef's cooking your order, and that actually works against you. So you're better off saying, I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm in a job that's fulfilling and highly satisfying and fun, and I work with amazing people who bring me joy, and I do creative work. That's general. But if all those things were there and you were all those things I just mentioned, you would have the perfect job. So don't tell the universe, so to speak, what specifically that you want. Rather explain what it feels like to have the thing that you want in the category. So you can mention the category, but you don't mention the tiny details in the goal statement. If you close your eyes and visualize, yeah, you're welcome to visualize anything into the details, but remember, leave the general, even with a car. I've told people the story many times when I trained the silver method, that I was looking for a car for months and months and months and months, okay? And it was a BMW brand, and I just couldn't find it. After 4 months, I thought maybe there's something I'm meant to wake up and smell the roses here. Maybe I'm not meant to have that car. So I did a silver method technique, which is the glass of water technique. And that night I had a dream with 4 big circles, like in a black, like pitch black night, as if they were burning. These rings were burning with flames, 4 circles. So everybody knows that's the logo of Audi. So there I wanted a BMW. I got the logo of Audi. And the long story short is, I then said, okay, just trust the universe's guidance. I started looking for Audis. I had no relationship with them. I just thought, oh, well, let me just follow the guidance. And then one thing led to another. I went to test drive a car. It said it was previously written off. I found a guy I knew in car finance, and he said, don't buy it if it says previously written off. He said, let me help you find one. He found a couple of buddies who sell cars, and he called me back and said, that car that you mentioned you want, go here, go now to Parramatta. There's a friend of mine is a dealer, who's got the car for you. So I drive out there. When I get there, it's not the Audi model. I wanted a sedan. It was a hatchback. But when I got to that dealership, the car I'd been looking for 4 months happened to be in that dealership. And that's how I found the perfect car that I've been looking for 4 months. So if I was so specific and I said it has to be this BMW, it has to be that, I would have never taken the guidance for the Audi, and I've never found that car. And that car was a better price, a better model, a better, everything was better than what I was actually programming for. That's a really important story for many reasons. But the one thing is that I'm trying to make the point on, you can't be so specific that you give all the detail to the cosmic kitchen and want nothing but that detail, because the universe may give you better. And sometimes on the pathway to get there, you might have to deviate out of what you think is the right thing for you. The same as myself. The way I got to doing what I love to do today, I had to first do things that I didn't like and have doors close on me, so to speak, and disappointments. But that was all guidance to get me where I am. Everything, even the worst time of my life in 2010. If it wasn't for that worst time of my life, I would have never looked for something to get me out of that terrible place, which was the silver method. So if that never happened, I would have never found the silver method. If I never found the silver method, I'd never be living the life I'm living today, which I'm very happy and grateful for. So in the words of Laura Silver, never limit the direction from where you get your outcome. That's the same point I'm making here with the Cosmic Kitchen, which is let the cosmic chef decide how you receive your order. It's just different wording. Never limit the direction from where you get your outcome. So sometimes you might think, I'm going to make this amount of money. This is even my own example, through renovating properties. And that's what I was visualizing over and over again. When I actually manifested the goal, it wasn't through renovating properties. It was through something else. It was through investing in a new property. I never did any renovating, zero. Okay, it was still in property, but it wasn't what I was visualizing. So sometimes it can even be something completely different. It can be, for example, that you planning on getting this thing in your life in a certain way, and you have a plan on how to get there. When I say visualize, from having it already and into the future, it avoids how you get it. So when you don't go into the visualizing of how you get it, you leave out that I'm talking about. Don't limit the direction from where you get your outcome. That's not your job. You're only meant to know what you want. You're not meant to work on how you get it. How is left up to the universe. It's not up to you. Okay. Then number 6, allow your inner wisdom to guide you in the right balance between action and allowing. Now, there's a few words interesting in that statement. Allow your inner wisdom. Your inner wisdom is your intuition. My suggestion is when you want to manifest, once you've visualized your goal and written that goal out, the most important thing you can do is to be aware of your intuition. Be aware of impulses that you just get this nudge, this feeling. I want to call that person, or maybe I need to take that course, or you just look at a book in a bookstore and think, gee, that book really, really resonates with me. Buy the book, read the book, do the course, call the person. You have a dream, follow the guidance in the dream. The other thing is, which I've mentioned in other webinars, and if you haven't heard this before, write this down, please. The first manifestation is an idea. So when it says allow your inner wisdom to guide you, every time you get an idea, it's not your idea. Please understand, it's not your idea. That idea comes from the mind of God. You became aware of the idea. That's how it got into your consciousness. But you never created the idea, and don't ever think you did. It was already existing. We are in a time, space, dimension here, but everything out of this dimension, there is no time and there is no space, which means that ideas always existed. The difference is you became aware of the idea. So allow your inner wisdom to guide you. If you do get any idea, the most important thing is no matter how against the grain it seems, you must follow that guidance. You must be obedient to that guidance. And when it's true intuition, truly guiding you, it's never going to fit into your life. It's going to be inconvenient in every way. It's probably going to be something you might even think you can't afford to do, whether it's can't afford the time or can't afford the money. And then let your inner wisdom guide you to the right balance between action and allowing. So I always say, if something is a universal truth, it's a paradox. If it's not a paradox, it's not a universal truth. So there is a paradox in manifesting to having this discipline of taking action and persisting, and not doing any of that. Completely surrendering, just going with the flow of life and allowing whatever happens to happen. So what do we do? Do we visualize, use affirmations and do all the action? Or do we just go with the flow of life and surrender? Well, it's a bit of both. We have to find that fine balance between the two, but we can't just do the one. We have to do a bit of each. If you do only the one, it might not be that you get exactly what you want. If you just follow the flow of life, it might be something else. But if you only take the hard action all the time, there's too much resistance in there, and you're probably going to manifest a lot less amazingness and a lot less of things that can delight you and give you a sense of awe. If you are so fixated on it only being this way and this way only, because all you do is have constraints around what it is that you want to manifest. So that balance has to exist. You can either call it the balance between action and allowing, or you can call it the balance between discipline and surrender. You choose. Okay. Number 7 is you got to believe that you deserve to have a wonderful life. Now, this for me, being number 7 out of 8 things I want to talk about, is probably the biggest and the most important thing. Because if a person does all the visualizing, the writing of the affirmations, you knowing what you're wanting, but at a deep level, whether it's subconscious or even conscious, the greater part of you feels undeserving, or you don't love yourself enough and you don't feel worthy, you ain't going to manifest squat. Sorry, I'm telling you the truth. You're not going to do it. And if you did manifest it, you know what you'll do? You'll divest yourself of it very quickly. Or you'll be in the right opportunity at the right time to get the right thing right there, and you will literally muck it up. You'll have the perfect thing in front of you, and you'll somehow talk your way out of it, turn it down, find a reason not to do it, because you have feelings of unworthiness. So this is why before I put the recording on, just coming back from this trip overseas in America and Canada, doing Heal Your Life straight after Silver Manifesting was a perfect recipe, because Heal Your Life is the program. The title is Love Yourself, Heal Your Life. Love yourself. The first part of the name is to love yourself. So, number 7, when it comes to manifesting what I'm talking about tonight, if you believe that you deserve to have life, you will have a wonderful life. But by the same token, if you don't believe, even if it's out of your conscious awareness, you tell people with your words, it doesn't mean anything. If your feelings that you predominantly, hold on, the internet, okay, sorry, the internet connection went off. If a person verbally goes on and says, oh, I really want this, I feel I'm deserving, you can even use affirmations. You can be using affirmations. But if the predominant feeling you've had for the last 20 years is feelings of fear, or feelings of sadness, or feelings of frustration, or feelings of struggle, which is going to win? Your feelings will win every day of the week. Your emotions are the creative force. So if you look at your life and you want to manifest a lot more, ask yourself, what predominant feelings have I felt in the last 10 years? Yes, the last year counts, but the last 10 years, the last 20 years, are they really positive, enthusiastic feelings of positive expectation? Or are they feelings with an element of doubt underneath there, element of fear? Doesn't matter what area of your life it's in. It could be in your relationship, you've had these negative feelings, but your goals are all positive when you state them. It doesn't matter what you state. It doesn't matter what you affirm. It's a predominant feeling that underlines your life. So for us to manifest, we need to practice self-love, self-love, self-love. We need to affirm with repetition over and over again that we are worthy and we are deserving. The 21-day mirror work by Louise Hay, if you've done Heal Your Life, you've heard us talk about it. If you've never heard what I'm talking about, please write it down. Just buy the program. It costs $120. You've got lifetime access. Not from me, it's from Louise Hay, from Hay House. Go to hayhouse.com.au and look up the 21-day Loving Yourself mirror work. All you need to work on is loving yourself. It doesn't matter what problem you have in your life or what goal you want to achieve. As I sit here now, I'm going to tell you, if you want that thing, you need to love yourself more. And when you love yourself enough, that thing will manifest. It's not a convoluted mystery as to why this thing doesn't show up. The main reason something doesn't show up is because at a subconscious, not conscious level, subconscious level, we don't feel we can have that thing in our life because we've never had it in our life. So the feeling of never having it is the predominantly overriding feeling. You don't get what you want, you get what you feel. You don't even get what you consciously want, you get what you subconsciously believe. So our subconscious, 95% of our life is subconscious. When we wonder why we don't manifest, it's because of what's in the subconscious mind that's not in our conscious awareness. So believe you deserve to have a wonderful life and Believe that you're worthy of all the wealth and abundance. Money is a good thing. If you've got any negative feelings around money, you need to work on those negative beliefs that come from childhood programming. They're never true. There's nothing wrong with money. We give the meaning to money. There is no meaning. Money doesn't have a meaning. We give it meaning. We deserve to be perfectly healthy. We deserve to be happy in wonderful relationships. So we actually deserve to have it all. And some people think, no, we don't. We need to suffer a bit here and there. Where on earth did you get that idea? It's a limiting belief. So any negative limiting beliefs, please understand they come from your childhood. They're someone else's voice in your head. They're not true. We're from an abundant universe by an abundant creator, and you do deserve to have it all. Happiness, health, wealth, fun, joy, love, everything. Last one is feel grateful. Feel gratitude to the universe and the cosmic chef for fulfilling your order in the most miraculous way. So, gratitude is not only a wonderful feeling, gratitude is the most powerful thing to manifest because it's an absolute guarantee that as long as you're practicing gratitude, you cannot have any negative emotion inside your body, inside your energy field, inside your vibration, inside your broadcasting to the quantum field, whatever term you want to give it. If you're practicing gratitude, you're in a positive vibration. And you cannot be in a positive and negative vibration at the same time. It's not possible. So gratitude, everyone talks about gratitude. You all know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I know every one of you know this. My question is, what do you practice? Have you practiced gratitude today? I hope so. If you haven't, that needs to become a part of your daily routine. Not something you do once every now and then or when you want to manifest, a daily routine. Deep, reverent gratitude are the words out of The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Waddles. He doesn't say gratitude, he says deep, reverent gratitude. And it really has to be the stronger the feeling of gratitude, the quicker you're going to manifest more of the good in your life. So, one practice that I do is when I close my eyes, I time it. The thing about 6 to 8 seconds or longer, 1 minute and 8 seconds. I know Abraham Hicks talks about it, but I found a recording the other day of a scientist way before Hicks was even born, talking about the 17-second rule, that if you hold a feeling for 17 seconds, it collects another thought of 17 seconds, and then another one. And once you've passed 68 seconds, you actually engage the cooperative components to bring things into manifestation. So one practice I do is I close my eyes, I time it with my iPhone on a timer, the 1 minute and 8 seconds or a bit longer, but I put my hands over my energy heart in the center of my chest. Because when you feel gratitude, you want to have the feelings at the heart chakra. You want to feel the feelings here, not here in the head. Please trust me. Thoughts in your head are somehow creative, but feelings are the creative force. So put your hands over your heart and make the feeling come from your heart and visualize the gratitude pouring out of your heart. And then in the words of Neil Donald Walsh, gratitude in advance is the most powerful creative force in the universe. So if we have gratitude, one of the best things you can do is give gratitude and thanks for this thing that you want that has not materialized yet, but you're giving gratitude for it being in your life as if it's already in your life. So you're using imagination. Yes, you are. But conjure the feelings. If you had it now, thank you, thank you, thank you. So much appreciation, so much gratitude. Because the truth is, according to universal law, the minute you've thought this thing in your head or visualized it, you've given it form. It might not be physical form, but it's spiritual form. So it's already done. That's what the law of gender is, the other universal law. The gap between when you visualize and when it shows up is this gap, this gestation period or incubation period. But once you visualize the thing, it is actually created. It's actually done. That's why in the book of Abraham Hicks, ask and it is given, means the minute you ask, the minute you have the desire, it's already given to you. It has manifested into the physical reality of the 3D world, but it is created in the world. This thing is already done. Because, my friends, that's just hold on to the internet. That's what faith is. Faith is believing this thing is given to you, but it hasn't materialized just yet. That's faith. And in the Silver Method, we talk about desire, belief, and expectancy being faith. So if you're holding gratitude in your heart for this thing that you believe with faith has already been given, with the awareness and feeling tone that it's given to you, because in spiritual form it is given to you, that's all you do. You have no thought or awareness that it hasn't transmuted into physical form. That's another universal law. The perpetual transmutation of energy. So energy goes from the thought form to the feeling form, and then vibrationally, you feel it, it then goes into the physical form. So that's a law. So I always say, goal setting is an intellectual process. So as long as you follow these 8 points in the recipe, you must manifest. The thing is that balance between allowing and action. That is a very important one. The number 6 I spoke about. So feel gratitude to the universe and the cosmic chef for fulfilling your order in the most miraculous way. It says that gratitude is a wonderful feeling at the heart level. It not only sends out positive energy around your affirmations, it also helps you with feeling the trust that it's already taken care of. That's faith. The trust it's taken care of. Every day, take some time to make a gratitude list, either mentally or on paper. My recommendation is always do it on paper. And practice gratitude. So that overriding mood is a grateful one. Your overriding feeling tone of your day is a grateful one of gratitude and appreciation. As you practice that day in and day out, you become that grateful person, and that becomes your dominant vibration. And I said to you, you don't get what you want, you get what you feel. And the more gratitude you feel, the more you're going to manifest quick and faster, like really rapid, fast, and everything that you want. And when people say, I live this miraculous life, that's what causes miracles. That's it. It's this faith and that feeling of gratitude for everything, including doors closing, including bad luck. There's no such thing as bad luck, by the way. Bad luck is guidance from the universe. It's either guiding you that your thoughts and emotions are in the wrong place, so become more aware and astute and correct that through positive emotions and gratitude, or it's a door closing because it's not the best option for you. The universe is always guiding you to the best option. There's no such thing as a wrong outcome. There's only an outcome. And that outcome is either to teach you something or to bless you in some way. But even if it teaches you, it's a blessing because it helps you improve your life, change something. So that's it. Let me just give you the summary here. So number 1, you need to decide what you want. So you've got to be clear. Number 2, the orders to the cosmic kitchen must be those 3 things: positive, present tense, and personal. Number 3, remember to add those energetic words of emotions. It's amazing. It feels fantastic. It's wonderful. I'm so enthusiastic, whatever it is. Number 4, trust the timing and just let go of your own timing. You program for your goal and you let it go. No needy energy, because needy energy is lack. So trust the timing is number 4. Number 5, let the cosmic chef decide how to receive your order. That's do not limit the direction from which you get your outcome. Know what you want, how you get it. It could be completely different. You'll never expect it to happen. Something completely unexpected could happen in your life. Absolutely unexpected. Number 6, allow your inner wisdom to guide you. That's your intuition. And remember the balance between action and allowing, or discipline and surrender. And number 7, self-love. Believe that you deserve to have a wonderful life. You've got to conjure feelings of worthiness and deserving, self-love, self-value, self-esteem. We got to create that. So if you want more good in your life, there is no other way to get it than to create more self-love. I'm telling you now, a person can give you all the techniques and all the courses and all the tools and all the silver methods in the world. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to either use them or you're not going to stop self-sabotaging. Even if you achieve something, you'll divest yourself or you'll ruin it. So self-love, that underpins it all. Number 7 is the most important one, okay? Self-love, heal your life, love yourself, practice, practice, practice. And then number 8 is gratitude, which we spoke about. That's it. That's a wrap up for tonight. I wanted to share that because even though people know these things, this recipe is so friggin' simple. And it leaves out all the thing about I've got, negative beliefs from my childhood and all the bad things that block me. If you just stuck to this and honestly practice this, especially the last one, number 8, the gratitude, day in and day out, you will manifest whatever it is that you want. You will manifest and you'll manifest much better. My suggestion is do a 7-day challenge for yourself. Take all 8 things, write a goal for yourself, practice every day for 7 days, and watch what happens. Don't make the goal something, just to practice this formula of manifesting for yourself, what we call in the silver manifesting, your personal code to success. Get a small goal, a reasonable goal. Maybe the goal is something good happens to me every day, a surprise. And just practice the other 7 things every single day for a week. Practice gratitude every day. Use those words that are charged with energy every day. Be open-minded, let go of the outcome, and start to see what happens. Maybe journal it, keep a record, do gratitude journaling, and then put bigger and bigger goals in front of you and believe with more and more trust and faith in your own personal power to create, because we are all creating our lives. Everything in your life right up until this very moment is not fluke. It's not that you're a victim. You created it. How? With your predominant thoughts, your predominant feelings. So you've created everything. So when we want bigger and better, all we need to do is become aware of everything that's going on inside our thoughts and our feelings, our intuition, taking action. That's it. So we have 10 minutes. Let's have some Q&A. Any question you like. I've got some things in the chat box here. Hi, Janine. The telecast is freezing and cutting out. I cannot hear you. I'm so sorry, Fabian. Has anyone lost Janine? Was that just a moment in time or the whole thing? I hope it was just a moment in time. What's the name of your book, Janine? Oh, thank you, Rosalie. I'll type it here. Living in the Flow. A guide to discovering your There's the book, Rosalie. Thanks for asking. She wrote to me directly. Okay, any questions? Unmute your mic. Otherwise, we'll do a meditation and wrap it up. Any questions from anybody?
No question, but thanks so much for the start small, just a small goal and get into the practice of it. It's I think it's overwhelming sometimes because you have a lot of goals, but you don't know where to start. So I loved that. And that's my takeout for tonight. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Jan. Yep. That's good. Definitely. Something simple. Anyone else? Anybody got a question? Get a list of those 8 things. Liesel. Yes, I can give you those things. Wonderful Zoom tonight. I'm reading your book at the moment. Thank you. I opened it right tonight on page 64. Was that fluke? Really, I got a lot out of it tonight and we'll be doing the challenge. Excellent. Oh, that was Lisa. Well done, Lisa. and Liesel, thank you always to get list of those 8 things. The 8 things. Let me just put this up here. I'm going to share the screen. Someone asked me, does it need to be actual pen to paper or can it be digital? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Gian. The writing of goals, I'm just going to say the word must. Judge me if you want, that's okay. You must write them with a pen, okay? I'm just telling you, you must. Don't type them, write them. There's proof. This is neuroscience. That there is a power in writing with a pen. And whenever we write with a pen, we always write in 2 places. You write on the paper and you write in your subconscious mind. I went on a course that was all neuroscience. It was about creating wealth. And we had to write our wealth affirmations with our right hand and our left hand. It's very hard to write with the left hand. We had to write it out like 100 times, the same thing. I'm worthy and deserving of being wealthy, or I'm worthy and deserving of making X amount of money. Left hand and right hand. You use both parts of your brain. You definitely write into the subconscious. Please believe me, the power of the pen is a must. I'm not going to ever agree to typing. It just has a completely different effect. It's not the way to go. Any more questions? Them here for you. So this will be in the recording. Decide what you want, and there's a bit of detail. Number 2, the cosmic kitchen orders are positive, present tense, and personal. Tells you how to write them. Include words that convey positive, energetic feelings. I'm excited, I'm happy. Number 4, trust the timing. Let go of your timeline. Allow the universe to bring it together for you. Let the cosmic chef decide how you receive your order. Don't say, I must be this person on this date at this time, wearing this clothing. Be general. And then the last, number 6, not the last one, number 6 is allow your inner wisdom, your intuition to guide you between action and allowing, between discipline and surrender. Number 7, believe you deserve to have a wonderful life. And number 8, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay, attitude of gratitude. Okay, before we do the meditation, just quickly the events coming up. We have Love Yourself, Heal Your Life 2-day workshop. If you haven't done this workshop, I always say this and I'll never change my words. Everybody on the planet needs to do 10 Heal Your Lives just to get started. Not 1, 10. Heal Your Lives, including me, everybody, including Louise Hay. She says it too. And more than that, we can never stop healing. And the course is about love yourself, learning to love yourself and heal all those things that might be blocking you at a deep subconscious level, limiting beliefs, thoughts of lack, programming from childhood about we don't deserve this and live a modest life and rich is stinky and bad or whatever it is. So love yourself, heal your life. And if you have done it, please come back. You can resit. You get a discount. If you do, you need to contact me because there's no button on the website. Otherwise, please book through the website. It's coming up next week, the 24th and 25th of October. Then, just to remind people, I do something called rapid results coaching. If you've got an unknown block or you've got a known block, like a memory associated, release in 1 session. If it's not, I give your money back. It's never not happened. It will always work. It's a very scientific technique. If you want that, let me know. And if anyone's interested in my 12-week coaching program, uses rapid results as a track, please contact me privately. My number's there below, 0449 159 928. And then the last silver method for the year is in November, 21 to 24 November in Sydney. If you'd like to book, please do. Seats are limited. It's the last event for the year. It's usually a really good time to do the silver method. To close the year doing the silver method because then your mind is all about you setting yourself up for next year, for a wonderful year. You don't have to do it in the new year. You kind of embody all the techniques, that feeling of being in an immersion for 4 days. You're working on your goals, you're clarifying them, you visualize them. You're already starting off, like you've already started to take off for what you want to create. I've sold in the number of people. I haven't got everybody's confirmation yet. So if you were one of those people, please get hold of me through an SMS and tell me if you're in but haven't paid, or if you're not in anymore. I've got people on a waiting list. And if you're not part of any of that, but you want to do the Think and Grow Rich Mastermind and you want to be on the waiting list, if some people didn't book in and they drop out, please do contact me. We'll send out an email in the next week. It starts in November. It's a 9-week private, intimate mastermind with me. It does include a rapid results coaching session, and it's off the back of the master class. I did a Think and Grow Rich masterclass recently, which is up on my Kajabi platform. You can find it in the shop on my website. But this is the private small group. All right. That's it from me. Now we're going to meditate. So please, if you haven't done this before, grab a pen and paper, because you're not only going to relax your body and your mind, we're going to set your intention for the month ahead. And I'm going to ask you some questions at the end, and then you're going to write down the first impressions you get. Don't judge them, don't read them, just make a note of what they are and trust them. So just before we begin, 1 second. Okay, I'm going to play some music. I'll keep my camera on for the minute. Please keep your cameras if you can, and just so I can see when you finish writing, so I can move on to the next question. If you are able to keep your camera on, please keep your camera on. All right, get yourself into a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Just relax. And take a nice, slow, deep belly breath. And as you exhale, relax your body from head to toe, starting at the top of your head and moving slowly downward from your scalp to your forehead. Relax your eyes, your cheeks, your whole face, your tongue, your jaw. Relax your neck. And just take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, just drop your shoulders and relax your shoulders. We hold so much tension in our shoulders. Just make sure you consciously relax your shoulders, your arms, and your hands. And then take a nice deep breath into your chest. And as you exhale, relax your chest. And just relax. Now take a deep abdominal breath in your lower belly, as big as you can. And as you exhale, relax your abdomen. And now continue to breathe in your belly, slowly, deeply and rhythmically, and just relax. There's nowhere for you to be right now. There's nothing for you to do, so just relax. Relax your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and your feet. Now, in this very relaxed state, I want you to just create for yourself your own ideal place of relaxation. any place where you feel totally relaxed. It can be real, it can be imagined, whatever it is for you, as long as you feel totally relaxed. I want you to imagine being there right now. As if you are actually there. Use all of your senses, your mental senses, to imagine being in this relaxing place. And just relax. And now I want you to imagine placing into your ideal place of relaxation, somewhere in that scene, create a waterfall of white light. This white light is a healing, clearing energy. Now that you've created this waterfall, I want you to imagine looking through your own eyes, you're in your body, and you're walking towards this waterfall of white light, and you're standing underneath it now. Just feel the peace and calm and clearing of all the clutter and tension and stress of your life away as you stand under this waterfall of white, healing light. This light is encircling you, it's enveloping you, it's encompassing you. And it's just clearing any negative energy off you. Your whole aura is clean and clear. I just want you to notice how much happier you look. Allow yourself to imagine total peace inside. Use your imagination. Forget about your life for a minute and just imagine a feeling of deep inner peace and calm and harmony. And hold that feeling. And now I want you to imagine the waterfall turns to green. This is now a waterfall of green, unconditional love, the green light. Just feel that feeling of unconditional love falling over you from the endless abundance of the universe, pouring down on you. And you feel so good and energized and loved and peaceful. And now in this very relaxed state, we're going to set our intention for the month ahead. So I'm going to ask you a question and I want you just to write down your first impression. Don't analyze it, just write it down. And then immediately close your eyes and go back into meditation. The first question is, what do I need to focus on for the month of October? Next question. What steps do I need to take me closer to what I want to be, do, or have? What steps do I need to take? Just write down your first impression. And now, the next question is, what do I need to let go of? And then take a breath and just relax. Next question, what do I need to embrace? And relax. And then just the last question, is there anything else I need to know, anything else I need to do? Is there anything else? And then allow a deep breath and relax. And just deeply and inwardly, just make a commitment to yourself that for this month ahead, you commit to yourself. You commit to your own well-being. You commit to your own goals. You commit to your own routines. You commit to applying the principles that we've learned tonight of the ordering from the Cosmic Kitchen. You commit to yourself. You commit to your own self-love development. Because that's the best investment you can make. Invest in yourself, improve your own life, and only then can you be good for others. And then, when you're ready, take a nice slow breath and become aware of where you are in the room and open your eyes. And welcome back. Okay. I'll stop the recording.